and tangent. Is everybody good with that? Yeah? I'll do a quick recap, and some of your problems today are exactly what you've already learned. So the sine function, they use this little thing, and I don't know if you can see it might be blurry. It's this little, if I draw bigger, theta. That's the sign of theta. Theta is the Greek letter. Okay? Yes, that one. So they use that a lot for angles. They'll use the Greek letter theta. So y'all already learned this. The sine of theta is opposite over hypotenuse. Do y'all remember learning that? SOHCAHTOA? Nope. The cosine of theta is adjacent over hypotenuse. Remember that? And then the tangent of theta is opposite over adjacent. If you know that, you know today's. Okay? So today we're learning cosecant, secant, and cotangent. These are inverse functions. Inverse means you flip it. Okay? So we are going to flip. Now, the way that I remember is like sine and cosecant, all the cos go with one that doesn't have a co. I don't know if that makes sense. But sine and cosecant go together. Cosine and secant go together. This one's the easy one. Tangent and cotangent go together.
Is there anything like that?
What?
A calculator?
No, I don't think so. So, sine and cosecant, they're opposites. So they're inverses. What do you notice happened with the opposite over hypotenuse? It became hypotenuse over opposite. It flipped. So they're inverses, so you flip them. Okay? So like secant and cosine, they are inverses. So when cosine was adjacent over hypotenuse, secant, you just flip it. Like if I had 4 over 5, what would my secant be? 5 over 4. It just flipped my numbers. That's all you do, inverse. Okay? Now, I'll get into this later. I think that's all we need for today's stuff. Is just we're flipping those. So what you'll do is stick with sine, cosine, tangent. Once you find those answers, flip them for your other 3. That's it. You just flip them.
Oh,
Okay? So you already know how to do sine, cosine, tangent. If you can flip it, then you're good.
Yay.
Okay. But then I'll do some examples. And what I'll do... That one.
That's that Coke. I had hot chocolate earlier. Fancy.
I don't know about that one yet. Okay, are we good? No. Okay. The bottom 3 things, you don't have to do that just yet. We will get into trig identities later. That might be a month or so. I'm kind of just hitting high points. We'll get to it later.
Yeah, February 16th.
Whose shoes are those?
No idea. They were in my car trying to find maybe I had a hat and some shoes, and
Those are big feet.
I'm thinking they're in 8th graders because nobody else claimed them today. I'm sure it's somebody from basketball.
I left my charger in the car.
Charger. I have your charger in the camp still too.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. Why do all these kids have all their stuff in my car and in my camp?
Well, I'm sure after Betty convinced you to have stuff in your car.
Anyway, I'll just start bringing stuff, and I'll have my
Create a
own.
lost
I'll
and
have my
found.
own lost and found. Okay. Yeah. I don't know where that is though, Ayla. Sorry. All right. Everybody have this written down? Not yet. We're done. Okay. Let's start with this problem. They want us to find the 6 trig functions for angle theta. Does everybody? I'm going to move this right here. Does everybody see angle theta? It's up there at the top right. Yeah? Uh-huh. And it's nice. It's a 3, 4, 5.
1, 2, 4. What the thing?
So I'm just going to write. I'm not enough. Don't try not to get in your way. I want the 6 trig functions. So I'm going to write them all down. Sine, cosine, tangent. What are the 3 new ones I've learned? I'm not moving on yet. I'm just writing. Well, but what are they called? Cosecant.
Cotangent.
What?
Secant. This is what we're learning today. And cotangent. And like what I told y'all, an easy way to remember this is the co, like each of them has a co with it. like sine, cosecant. Cosine already has the co, so secant goes with it. Tangent, cotangent, those are easy. Does that help y'all to remember? Each one has like, I don't know, it's the way I remembered.
So we want to just find the.
So we're going to find the 6 trig functions of theta. Now, these 3 new ones, they're confusing. So all we have to do is find the 3 old ones and flip them. And then we've got our answers, okay? Because they're inverses. We can do that. That's all you're going to do. It's great until you get the square roots.
Wow,
Oh, joy.
so much.
Because what happens when you flip a square root and the square root
It's
is
all
down
wrong.
to the bottom? Yeah, anyway. That'll come
Why
out.
are you gonna do that to us now?
I don't know that that's today. So, wait, everybody have their 6 trig functions ready to go. So let's find, nope, not yet. We're ready. So, the sine, is there a glare on this for some of y'all? No, it's a glare to me. Okay, that's fine. The sine of theta, what is sine? You have to remember all this.
Opposite over hypotenuse.
Opposite over hypotenuse. Does everybody understand it's 4 over 5?
Mm-hmm.
So, what is cosecant?
5 over 4.
Sorry, I made his favorite thunder.
Okay. Now we still start at angle theta. What is the cosine of angle theta? Adjacent over hypotenuse. So it is 3 over 5. So what is secant? 5 over 3. And tangent is opposite over adjacent, which something, let me tell y'all this, something you're going to learn way later is tangent is sine over cosine. What do you notice is in the numerator of those? 4 over 3. Okay, you'll learn this later. What's the tangent? It's opposite over adjacent, which is what? 4 over 3. But we won't learn that for a while. Anyway, it's a shortcut. You would put sine over cosine, and that's what it is. 4 over 3.
So you would put 4 over 5
Over 3 over 5, 5's cancel out. You're left with 4 over 3. But we haven't learned that. That's a trig identity is what that's called. Anyway, but that's kind of. Now, cotangent, what do I do for that one? Flip it, and we get 3 over 4. Would y'all like to go ahead and do your first 2 problems?
I like to do
Yes.
Okay. Actually, wait, let me see, what is it? How many problems? Let me pause. I have whiteout, yes, let me pause. I hate when you're doing numbers 1 and 2 only so far. Now, real quick, what's missing on number 1?
letters.
So, 2 things we could do. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. But, y'all, this is a 3, 4,
10.
well, 5. Hold on, we're getting there. This is a 3, 4, 5, but I doubled them. So it's a 6, 8, 10. Would anybody happen to know the other Pythagorean triple on number 2? It's a 5 something 13. Does anybody know what it is? So, nope. I think it's 12. I think it's a 5, 12, 13. But see, how would we figure out the other one we would do? 5 squared plus B squared equals 13 squared. If I solve, I'm helping y'all solve this.
You're an angel.
It's 12.
Isn't that?
169 is one.
Okay, and then so I subtract. So B squared equals
12.
144.
144.
So B does equal 12. Right there. Okay, anyway. So on your worksheet, you've got, now you have ABC. Now I want you to find the 6 trig functions. I will move.
What's the thing for the cosecant? Isn't it?
CSC.
So this was 10 and 12 were the AC numbers. CSC, yeah, I've got it right up there, but I'll put to where it's blank.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
There you go. Oh yeah, now it's blank. Okay, let me pause this again. I'm gonna do numbers 6 and 9 for a review, and you're gonna do 4, 5, 7, 8. But let's look at number 6. So, you're dealing with the angle. We're not dealing with theta because they give us the angle. What's my angle on this one? It's 22. So, I have to determine, only stick with those first 3 trig functions. Okay? We're not comfortable enough with the other ones, so we stick with sine, cosine, tangent. Alright? Am I going to do sine, cosine, or tangent of 22? I'm going to write 22. So it looks like I've got opposite and adjacent. What trig function? Tangent. So I'm going to write tangent of 22 equals over 10. This was on our quiz, right? How do you solve for x on this one? Multiply, that's right. So multiply by 10 and put this in your calculator, and you're going to want to make sure, as long as you haven't changed the mode, it should still come out in the right degrees. Okay, so you're typing in 10 tangent 22 for number 6. And what do we get? I know 4.04. Does it tell us what place? 4.
There's 10.
10. 4.04 is just going to be 4.0. Right? Did y'all get that? 4 degrees? Oh no, that's not degrees. It's still in the
what?
She got 4.04, so I got 4.0. Because it said the nearest 10. How are we with that one? And then number 9 is different. Number 9, I'm looking for the, what? What's my x? My angle.
Inverse.
So, yeah. So I'm going to do, for number 9, sine, cosine, or tangent. Well, let's see. Opposite, yeah. So it's tangent of x equals, because I don't know my angle this time, opposite over adjacent, 4 over 2. Now this one's weird. What do you do to find the angle when the angle's missing? You have to press second tangent. You have to press that inverse button. So tangent inverse, this is what you would type on your calculator. Of 4 over 2. Second.
63.4.
63.4 degrees, because that's the 10th place. Did y'all understand that? So now, I think you press second tangent, and so it'll come up with that tangent to negative 1, and then you type 4 over 2. Yes, 63.4. So now y'all do 4, 5, 7, 8. Are y'all good with this? I will pause. So we're not doing all these. I might just give y'all, what time is it? Should I just give y'all 3 to do? 10, 12, and 14. I think that'd be plenty of time. Okay, so I'll do 11, 13, and 15. When it says solve the triangle, y'all are going to do the ones on the left. I'll do some of them on the right. It says solve the triangle. That means every missing little part. It gives you 2 things, so you have to find all the rest. So the 90-degree angle you already know, right? So this one, let's say I'm going to do number 11. I know that B, the capital B, is 20 degrees. Guess what? I know A. How do I know angle A? What do all the angles in a triangle add up to? 180. 180. Do y'all remember that? That's geometry. So I would do 180 minus 20. It gave me minus 90. What is that? 70? Huh? 70 degrees. Thank you. Want to make sure. So this one is 70 degrees. So on my paper, I would put, okay, big A is 70 degrees. I already know C is 90 degrees, right? So now I know little b. What all am I missing? Little a and little c. So we can just use our trig functions to find those. Is everybody okay with this so far? So I know b is 15. So pick an angle and just use sine or cosine or tangent or whatever to find your missing side. Are we understanding this? I'll just start with angle 20. Let me erase this one. So let's say that I want to find little a. How would I find little a? Would I use sine, cosine, or tangent? Yeah, I'm going to say the tangent of 20 equals opposite over adjacent. Do y'all remember doing this now?
Where did you get the 15 from?
Where did I get the what? 15 from right here.
Oh.
I just put, like, you only have one triangle on there, but you're using their triangle as their example. Okay? So how do I solve for A? I switch them. We've learned all this. We get 15 divided by the tangent of 20. I don't know what that is, honestly.
It's not right, man. You should know what that is.
Well,
Gosh.
I 15. Oh, and I probably need to charge it. Sorry.
Yeah, it's been saying a little better for a while.
Yeah, I know. Since yesterday, it's been doing that to me. Okay, and I get 41 point. What does it say? Round to the angles to the nearest degree, sides to the nearest tenth. So I got 15 divided by the tangent of 20. Let me check. Okay. I get 41.2. Did y'all get 41.2? That just seems. Okay, everybody good with that? Then I'll find my other one. Let's find angle, not angle C, side C. How would you find side C? I know opposite and hypotenuse. What is that? Opposite over hypotenuse. That's sine. So I would put sine of 20 equals 15 over C. And again, I'm going to switch them. So I get C equals, didn't I just, no, okay, I didn't do that. 15 divided by the sine of 20. And I get 43.9. Are we good with that? Okay. So now you'll figure out all yours. Does everybody understand that? You don't have to write that C is 90 degrees on all of them. Okay, don't y'all all know C is 90 degrees for every big C?
Do we use the same, like?
Yeah, so if you want to draw it on a separate sheet of paper or whatever, like, yeah, it's basically just using that picture.
Which ones are you doing? All of them?
10, 12, 14. Oh, number 14, you have to solve for your angle.